Want to welcome everybody to our playoff edition of the Sports Guys. Tom, how did the regular season wind up?
Well, last week was actually probably the worst week that we had. You went 7-3 to finish the regular season 74-16. Brandon and I were both 6-4, which puts me a game behind you at 73-17, and Brandon 66-24. The Twitter folks, based on the fact that the Cass Centerville game went 50-50, so that was a tie. They went 6-3-1 for a season record of 72-17-1. But we do have 5 games this week for me to catch up.
Yeah. All right, we'll start out with the Division 4 with Three Rivers. They entertained Paw. They met earlier this year, and they were, Three Rivers blanked them, and Three Rivers was playing without Traven, so I see the road getting even tougher for Paw. I give Three Rivers a win.
Yeah, I like Three Rivers as well. Too many weapons at home.
Yep. I got to go with Three Rivers as well. They've only given up 80 points this year.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And 37 of the 80 came to Edwardsburg.
Yeah.
So Three Rivers defense, don't hear a lot about them. You hear their offense because it is pretty prolific. I think Three Rivers gets a win. I don't think they'll get a shutout this time, but I think they'll get the win.
Up next in Division 6, Constantine heads back to Schoolcraft. Earlier this year, it was kind of an embarrassing one-sided affair. I'm going to have to go with Schoolcraft, although I think Constantine is going to make it a much, much, much closer ball game.
No, that's the game Constantine scored 44 in the first half.
No. That was the one Kobe Clark went for 9
touchdowns, right? Yeah. Rivalry game on the road, tough. I'll take Constantine just because it's got to be some kind of anger there, right? I think it's
going to be a much closer game,
right.
But
maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe you get a turnover here, maybe get a 4th down conversion, keep a drive alive, go down and score some points. I think really close, like you're saying, maybe late fourth quarter game.
I think Constantine's got a good chance to give Schoolcraft a game as long as they can hold on to the ball. They were having issues last time. They put the ball on the ground 6 times, according to Sean, and they only lost 2 of them.
Still.
But like you said, every time you put the ball on the ground, you lose a couple yards.
It messes with your flow.
Yeah, messes with your flow. I'm still going to go with the home team, Schoolcraft, to get a 4th quarter win.
Up in Division 7, a couple of local teams take on each other. Menon goes to White Pigeon.
That's D8, sorry.
D8? I'm sorry. D7, we have Union City and Centerville.
Yeah.
Centerville will come away with a win and look forward to a rematch with Cassopolis. I think Cassopolis will win pretty easily.
Now, I had heard or read on Twitter this is the first home playoff game in Centerville history, at least anybody can remember.
Yeah, Tyler confirmed it.
Good enough for me. Centerville, big.
Yep, a lot of big to do over in Centerville. First ever playoff game at home, first time in over a decade. Tyler was talking about how it's big for the kids, it's big for the community.
Right. Yeah.
But he's trying to keep it tamped down. They just got to go out there, do their jobs, and he feels if they can do their jobs, they'll get the win. Centerville's been doing their job all year. I think they get the win.
Next in D8, back to D8 now. Mendon goes to White Pigeon in a rematch from an earlier season game, which the Chiefs came out ahead. I've struggled with this one. I think Mendon is probably one of the best 5-4 teams anybody is going to see. I think they were they were humbled by that first matchup, and they've got something to prove. Yeah. I'm going to give the Hornets the win.
Would not be surprised at all if Mendon went in there and won. Pedigree, coaching, all that stuff. They check a lot of boxes. I'm going to take White Pigeon at home. The way they run the football, defense has been really good for them all year. I think they win a close one. Really low scoring.
Last game was low scoring, 18-8.
Right.
I agree with you. It'll probably be another close game, low scoring game. Both teams have, since that game, by talking to the coaches, have gotten better. They've improved themselves. I'm going to go with the home team. I think White Pigeon's going to get the win and advance on.
Final game we have 8-man. Colon welcomes in Camden Frontier, and that's again another rematch of an earlier season game when Colon pretty much dominated that game. And I'm going to say they're going to dominate again and win.
I like the question you asked Robbie earlier. How do you not overlook this team because you already beat them? I think what's really important for Colon is, they got beat last week at home, had a chance to go 9-0. Wyoming Tri-Unity trailed at halftime, but found a way to pick up a win. I think Colon's big thing here is finding a way to refocus. Everybody's 0-0. Yeah, we won 8-1 in the regular season. That's great. Arguably the best season ever for the school. But you got to find a way to not let any of that bother you from last week. And I think Colon sends a message this week.
Oh yeah, I think they're going to rebound and
that we're gonna get back to taking care of business and running the football and just jamming it down everybody's throats.
If they weren't focused, I think they're refocused now.
Yeah.
And they'll be a much better team.
I agree, yeah.
Well, the response that Robbie gave me, and you can read in tomorrow's paper, is that they've had their best week of practice all year.
That's good.
He said they felt they should have won. It basically irked them, and they are refocused. He says one thing, though, they have to keep their tabs on Cale Lehman of Camden Frontier.
Okay.
He's a kid who's run for over 1,400 yards. They stopped him in game 1. They stop him in game 2, they get a win. They don't stop him, we're looking at a dogfight.
Okay.
So, but I'm going with Colin. I think they stop them and they advance to week 2.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching us, giving us your feedback. Good luck to all of our teams, and we will see you next week, hopefully with at least 5 winners.
Yeah, be nice.